Good day viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel Technical News Service. Here what we have for you in today's news headlines: July 28, 2023. Chef gunned down at her restaurant in Clarendon. 2 of 4 killed in Central Village identified. Double murder rocks Dover in St. Mary. Also in the headlines, 3 men charged with murder. Curfew imposed in sections of Clarendon. And, U.S. advises nationals not to travel to Haiti. Watch full video to get update on the latest news happening in and around Jamaica. Also remember to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we drop a new video. Stay tuned for details. Now the news in details. Chef gunned down at her restaurant in Clarendon. A restaurant owner was gunned down at her establishment in Hayes, Clarendon on Wednesday. The deceased has been identified as 39-year-old Chef Alicia Lachman-Peart, of Cornpeace District in Hayes. Reports are that around midday, Lachman-Peart responded to a purported patron who came to her establishment, which is connected to her home, and ordered a box lunch. It is understood that, as Lachman-Peart prepared the serving, the purported patron pulled a firearm and opened fire, hitting her. Police who attended the scene observed Lachman-Peart in a pool of blood inside the kitchen area. Lachman-Peart was pronounced dead at hospital. There has been an outpouring of tributes on social media to Lachman-Peart, and expressions of shock and grief over her murder, since news of her death emerged. 2 of 4 killed in Central Village identified. Police say quadruple murder likely linked to internal gang feud. 2 of the 4 men killed in an early morning shooting in Central Village, St. Catherine have been identified. They are Justin McGregor, otherwise called AK Man, and Mark Ellis, also known as Frassie T. The other 2 deceased men have only been identified through their aliases, Arteman and Mento. The bodies of the men were found at the rear of a house in the Chinatown area of Windsor Heights at approximately 3 a.m. According to Senior Superintendent in charge of corporate communications for the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Stephanie Lindsay, the men were killed as a result of an internal gang feud. Intelligence on the ground suggests that it is possible that there is an internal feud between the Jaggy Jaggy gang. One of the things they detectives are looking at is a very recent occurrence where the original leader of the gang, who was in custody for some time, was acquitted and returned to the community last week Wednesday. Since then there has been heightened tension. AK Man was the leader of the gang up to the time of his demise, Lindsay told. She also noted that in recent times, men from the Chinatown community have formed alliances with men from the Gordontown community, which has led to an increase in unrest in the area. She revealed that the police in both the St. Catherine North and South divisions are now working closely together to piece together information that could assist in their crime-fighting efforts. This is the latest in a series of killings in the Central Village area. Late last month, 29-year-old Ryan Romario Minto, otherwise called Boise, was gunned down in Windsor Heights. At the time, it's understood that men, who used to be a part of a gang of which Minto was a member, decided to switch allegiance to another in the community. As a result, Minto's former cronies threatened to kill him. Minto was reportedly at home with his mother and other siblings, washing clothes when he was attacked. Double murder rocks Dover, St. Mary. The double murder in the otherwise quiet community of Dover, St. Mary on Thursday has left residents shocked and in disbelief. The deceased have been identified as 68-year-old Maurice Edwards, otherwise called Marrow, a laborer, and his friend unemployed 57-year-old Michael Harris, also known as Fresh Air or Mickey. Reports are that the 2 men were sitting outside of a bar in the community around 6 p.m. when gunmen in a white Toyota Probox motor car alighted from the vehicle and opened fire, hitting Edwards and Harris all over their bodies. The gunman drove off, but the vehicle that is believed to have been used in the shooting was found in bushes in the Itabarel community. It is also believed that the gunman escaped into nearby bushes. The Anato Bay police are investigating. Double murder rocks Dover, St. Mary. The double murder in the otherwise quiet community of Dover, St. Mary on Thursday has left residents shocked and in disbelief. The deceased have been identified as 68-year-old Maurice Edwards, otherwise called Marrow, a laborer, and his friend unemployed 57-year-old Michael Harris, also known as Fresh Air or Mickey. Reports are that the two men were sitting outside of a bar in the community around 6 p.m. when gunmen in a white Toyota Probox motor car alighted from the vehicle and opened fire, hitting Edwards and Harris all over their bodies. The gunman drove off, but the vehicle that is believed to have been used in the shooting was found in bushes in the Itabarel community. It is also believed that the gunman escaped into nearby bushes. The Anato Bay police are investigating. Curfew imposed in sections of Clarendon. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Clarendon. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Thursday, July 27, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Saturday, July 29. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows. North, along an imaginary line approximately 2,050 meters from Wembley Centre of Excellence to New Village. East, along an imaginary line approximately 4,085 meters from New Village to Land Lease at the southern boundary. South, along an imaginary line approximately 1,560 meters from Land Lease to the Raymonds community at the western boundary. West, along an imaginary line approximately 4,560 meters from the Raymonds community to Wembley Centre of Excellence at the northern boundary. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander. U.S. advises nationals not to travel to Haiti. The U.S. State Department is urging Americans to stay away from Haiti, due to the increase in cases of kidnapping, crime, civil unrest, and the country's poor health care infrastructure. The department issued a Level 4 alert, "Do not travel to Haiti," saying the updated measure reflects the ordered departure of non-emergency U.S. government personnel and eligible family members for the embassy in Port-au-Prince. U.S. citizens in Haiti should depart Haiti as soon as possible by commercial or other privately available transportation options, in light of the current security situation and infrastructure challenges, the State Department said, urging U.S. nationals to monitor local news and only leave the country when considered safe. It said kidnapping is widespread, and victims regularly include U.S. citizens. Kidnappers may use sophisticated planning or take advantage of unplanned opportunities, and even convoys have been attacked. Kidnapping cases often involve ransom negotiations, and U.S. citizen victims have been physically harmed during kidnappings. Victims' families have paid thousands of dollars to rescue their family members, the State Department said. It said violent crime, often involving the use of firearms, such as armed robbery, carjackings, and kidnappings for ransom that include U.S. citizens, are common. Mob killings against presumed criminals have been on the rise since late April. Travelers are sometimes followed and violently attacked and robbed shortly after leaving the Port-au-Prince International Airport, the U.S. State Department disclosed. It added, robbers and carjackers also attack private vehicles stuck in heavy traffic congestion and often target lone drivers, particularly women. As a result, the U.S. Embassy requires its personnel to use official transportation to and from the airport. The State Department said protests, demonstrations, tire burning, and roadblocks are frequent, unpredictable, and can turn violent. The U.S. government is extremely limited in its ability to provide emergency services to U.S. citizens in Haiti, the department said, noting that local police generally lack the resources to respond effectively to serious criminal incidents. Shortages of gasoline, electricity, medicine, and medical supplies continue throughout much of Haiti. Public and private medical clinics and hospitals often lack qualified medical staff and even basic medical equipment and resources, it added. The department said that U.S. government personnel are limited only to the confined area around the embassy and are prohibited from walking in Port-au-Prince. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for a robust international force to help combat Haiti's armed gangs and restore security in the impoverished nation, saying that a UN experts estimate that Haiti needs up to 2,000 additional anti-gang police officers is no exaggeration. At their annual summit held in Trinidad and Tobago earlier this month, Caribbean community leaders expressed grave concern over the deep humanitarian, security and governance crisis in Haiti. In a statement, the regional leaders said they had deliberated over the complex crisis enveloping Haiti, and noted, the need for the immediate creation of a humanitarian and security stabilization corridor under the mandate of a United Nations Security Council (UNSC) resolution, and agreed to seek support from international partners to help finance its establishment and the strengthening of security in Haiti. That's the news for today from the Technical News Service. Hope we were informative and keeping you up to date with the latest news from Jamaica. Please remember to subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks for watching and stay safe.